Welcome to Falle Engineering video series. We got them on the run. How you doing? This is David again from Falle Engineering. We have a very interesting show today. Let's call it a show. All right. Today we're going to talk about something that's very important that I've been looking at for many years. Years ago, a gentleman approached me to design. He was a guy who sells weed, and he wanted to build a state-of-the-art facility. So I sat down with him at dinner and I wrote out what I feel would be a really state-of-the-art facility. He said, nope, won't do it. No one else is doing it that way. But the other day I was watching Google. Google kind of did the same thing that I wrote down. And I wrote that down 15 years ago. It's nice to feel vindicated. All right, today we have a serious issue that I want to talk about. It is the problem that we're going to be facing regarding AI. AI is computer learning. The problem that we're going to face is the data servers. They're big giant buildings, huge square footage, a lot of servers. A lot of stuff to go on. So today we're doing AI. And where's it at? There it is. Okay, so we're doing AI today. All right. AI data center. I was watching Mr. Wonderful on TV today, and he was talking about billions of dollars in AI and how the fact that they're building is AI. And I have been watching data centers being built for many years. Some of them are almost 20 years old now. So the AI centers, or I should call them data centers, are huge buildings. We're back to the box. Let's talk about the box again. All right, so you have a box that's an AI center. Huge lot box. When I say huge, some of these are 100,000 square feet. Okay, and bigger. They also have outside centers here. They usually have, well, I would make it a double door, but they have entrance for people here, so on and so forth. I'm doing it flat to make it easier to understand. Now, this outside center here is interesting because this has incoming systems that cool water. Okay? And these systems are piped into the building in different ways. Inside the building, there's things called chillers. And basically they just chill out. So these chillers have coils in them. Let's call this a coil. And another chiller. Now, Google has data centers, and they keep their data center approximately 80 degrees. Probably 75 would be better, but 80 degrees. And they have these chillers inside. Okay, of course, once again, they usually have an underground area here that's hollow. And there are sensors in here. All right. Now, on top of those sensors, you have data, well, basically a collection of thousands and thousands of hard drives. Okay, and these hard drives are stacked very close together like this. Now, some hard drives actually have AC systems that are connected to the back of them. I know this is boring, but you know, look, I'm a geek. I'm a 6 foot tall, 260 pound geek who knows how to professionally box heavyweight boxing. I can fix your computer. I'm a geek, so this is fun for me. Plus, people watching this care about this, think it's fun too. Behind the servers, a lot of times they have systems that blow air through, and that keeps it cool. When these hard drives go out, they take them, they erase them, and they shred them. Okay, so this is the problem. This is the problem. This is the issue. These data centers are located on outskirts of town in different areas. While this is being built, oh, also, there's one more thing. Some data centers have offices, okay, for people. And this is your office chair and your table. And this is you sitting there smiling. And I always say that where there's an ass in a sandwich, there's a rat. All right, so you're in this data center in the middle of nowhere. The beautiful thing about this is that 80 degrees. Some burn cooler, some burn hotter, but we're going to do 80 degrees, okay, Fahrenheit. All right. Now, another thing is these chillers right here do condensate. So we're going to get a little dripping action. And I know that they're very controlled and the dripping action is the minimum, but there's still condensation. Now, a rat can live off very little water. A mouse doesn't really need water. It can get water from whatever it eats. Okay, so now there are pipes coming in here. There's pipe fittings that come through here, through the wall. And there's different type of pipe fittings. Some data centers actually have roll-up doors. The older ones do, the smaller ones do. So let's call this a roll-up door here. This is in the back. Oh, okay, this is a roll-up door. So here's a building here, and it has a roll-up door. Okay? And the door is usually 10 feet by 8 feet. It could be 10 feet by 10 feet. It's a big-ass door. Can I say big-ass? Big-ass door is my video. Look, guys, I'm not a speaker. I'm sorry, I'm not a handsome guy. I'm just a guy who's a geek and likes doing stuff like this. That's all there is to it. All right. When I joined the Navy, they didn't say I had to be cute. They just said I had to make a good score on the test, which I did. Okay, so we have what we call the dead end. And the dead end goes right here. And what this does, it discourages rats from coming into the doors. It's one of our little things we have. We also have the 100% and the munch box. The munch box goes on the outside, around the building. Okay? They are made out of steel. The reason why they're made out of steel is because if you don't make it out of steel, rats will burn right through it. Also, as it kills rats, we have a procedure where you open up the box, you spray the dead rat with a fluid that we design. You take a stick, you press it, you pick it up, and you throw the rat away. It's very, very simple. Anybody can do it. My girl did it. It's not a big deal. It's no big deal. My friend's kid did it. It's not a big deal. So you're going to spray the dead rat to protect yourself. We got to start protecting people in lots of ways. But on the other hand, you need to be free. So I don't know how that works. All right. So the munch box on the outside, the 100% will be on the inside. The 100% goes on the inside, and what it does is we have a calculated square area that it's going to cover. Okay? We're going to calculate the square area of where it's going to cover. All right? And that's something that we do when we look at the plans, or when we retrofitting something, we'll come out, we'll measure it. That's all part of the service. Also, it will also connect to where people are with the sandwich. I told you the thing about the sandwich and the rat, right? Anyway. Also, rats, when they chew to get in, they'll also do something else. They'll chew on the wire. And they'll chew on the wire where there's no one at the property. Way over here, in the corner. Way over there. That will short out the wire. Also, they will also chew on the water lines. When the water lines are not producing enough water, the rats will chew on those, and they'll create a small drip. Now, I know data centers have leak detection, but how long would that take if it's a very small drip? And what if the small drip is right here, out of the way? So rats are going to make things like that happen. Remember, I recalculated the intelligence of rats. I've been studying for quite a while. And I've been studying nature for quite a while, since I was a little kid. They're about as smart as 17-year-olds. Anybody tells you anything different, they're wrong. As a matter of fact, some rats are even smarter than us, because they have an ability to memorize a location, where they're at in space. And you have an X and a Y on a 2D space, but on a 3D space, they're able to go through a magical world of tunnels and corridors and things like that. And they can do it. Once they do it once, and they do it again, after that, they can go through it. From what I understand, there's never been a maze that a rat wasn't able to learn and beat at some point. They cannot beat the 100%. Because we take away their senses from them. They cannot beat the munch box because we take away the senses from them. They cannot, well, actually an alpha rat could probably deal with our dead end, but most of them aren't. It's gonna be a huge deterrent. So that's a data center. This is a fantastic target for rats. It's a fantastic target for mice because it has everything they want. And by the way, Mr. O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful, talks about at times there's a 20-foot fence around the property. Okay? Cement. Okay? Cement, 20-foot fence. So basically, this creates a fantastic haven for rats. Because the rats can go up the wall. Not even an issue. Nothing else can. Not a lynx, not a bobcat, not a wolf, nothing. Only thing that could possibly get them over the wall would be a bird. And rats go out at night, so no birds. The owls won't go near the fence either, because a lot of these fences, some of them are electrical, some of them have barbed wire, some of them have electrical systems that are scanning things like that. Owls will stay away from that because the owls are very sensitive. And also bats will stay away from it as well. So you've created a situation where you have a beautiful condo. This is fantastic. It has everything. It has climate. It has water. It has a little bit of food from people's junk. It has, it's just beautiful. And once again, a lot of them have ceilings like this. And once again, rat heaven. Okay? This is a beautiful thing. A rat would love it. And it is constantly glowing at night. It's constantly the same temperature. It's beautiful. Man, to be honest with you, I'd be happy if they just gave me a little apartment somewhere in here that I could live in. I don't need it's 100,000 square feet. Give me 1,500 square feet. And I'll live in the data center. I have plenty of power. Also, on the outskirts of the data center as well, they also usually have some sort of energy producing system. It could be just a transformer. It could be solar. It can be a lot of things. And a lot of these data centers, people don't know, are net zero. Speaking of net zero, our system is connected to a cube with the AC on, as you can see, and it is not registering any wattage because it uses a microboat standby. That's why it could be used for space exploration, which is really fantastic. All right, so when the rats get in, and they will, they're going to drink the water. Think water and wire. Rats have to chew on something. If you look at a rat's mouth, okay, let's say this is a rat. They have teeth that come up. They have teeth that come up through their mouth like this. If they don't chew, their teeth will grow through their head. It'll kill them. They won't be able to eat. They have to chew. The reason why they have to chew is because they're designed to be in the wild. Luckily, as humans, we've saved them for the wild. And on the rat's behalf, I thank you very much. This will cause major problem, and I'm guaranteeing it already is. I've seen videos where I've seen doors that don't close all the way, direct entrances and things like that. The more expensive data centers are more tighter. It doesn't matter. There was an old movie back in the day where this satellite came over the world and it dropped this red dust and people turned into mummies. And the scientists saw it come, but they didn't close the vent. So at the end of the movie, all the scientists died. The fact is that nature has a way. They will get in. Remember the teeth? Always remember the teeth. They will chew on anything. They can chew through most things. Concrete, they can go through concrete. They can go through pipe fitting. All that stuff you put around pipes for insulation, they can go right through that. And they will get in. Okay? So that's where we're at. This is a direct threat to AI data centers. And AI and I know it's there. And we're going to stop it. Once again, this is David from Falle Engineering. Thank you for lending me your ears. Have a good day.
This thing is vicious, man. He wants to bite me.
I need you desperately. You know you want me. I need you in my world. You need to hear this from me. I need you desperately.